Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. Today we are going to continue on with our new mini album we just started. These are the covers where we did the see-through craft plastic thing on the cover, the see-through cover. We're going to go ahead and start embellishing. I've only really kind of got a plan for the front, so that might be as far as we get today. We shall see. This is using the Glassine Bag, a printable mini album template that's available in my Etsy shop. There is a link down below in the video description. There is a link down below to the YouTube playlist specifically for this album, and it is called the Midnight Garden Glassine Bag mini album. That is what the paper line, the paper collection that we're using is called. So that is what the playlist is called. And there's also links to my shades of color that we are using. We are using color number 15 and color number 22. You can't see it right there, but that's the thumbnail in Etsy. And so if you want to see exactly how we made this cover, I will put a link right here. I'll also put a link up here right after this cover video of the actual playlist for this mini album. It starts from the beginning and works its way down. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, I think I'm going to grab, this is also my workbook. I did make a video on this, so I will link that below or link it up here, however, or both. I don't know, you never know. But I did make a video on how I made this. So I'm going to grab the mat for the covers, which is on the mat for the covers is on page 2. But if you watch the video, you'll understand why it's here. And I'm going to grab a mat for the spine. That's also on page 2, which is this piece right there, but I have it attached here. And I printed off all the way here in the back. This is page number 21. This is a sheet of little mini Glassine bags, and this background design is the collage number 2. It's one of my new releases. So I printed one of these off onto like regular paper, like 32-pound paper. You don't have to use 32-pound paper. You could use regular copy paper if you wish. So I printed off one of these because I think we're going to use one of these on the cover. I think this is the paper I want to use to mat the cover. I didn't do this on purpose, but look at there. It does actually fit just perfectly inside of there. Again, I did not do that on purpose. So what I'm going to do is this one here, this piece of pattern paper has the ferns on the back. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go lay this on the edge here. If I lay it right there, I don't get much color. So I'm going to scoot over just a little bit so I get a little bit of that rose image that's right there. I'm going to lay that down and I'm going to trace around it. And I'm going to pick it up, scoot it over, and trace another one for the spine, the actual spine. Right, like that. And then I'm going to take the mat for the cover and I'm going to lay that, I'm going to put that right up next to there like that. Maybe not, because it may not be straight. Uh-oh, the paper's not straight. Or maybe I cut my template crooked. Either way, we are going to just go with it. And then I'm going to trace this out. Go ahead and add that line just in case. Alright, I'm going to get my paper trimmer out. Let me get that piece off. This is a Fiskars Precision paper trimmer. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim this out. All 3 pieces. Take this little sliver off right here. You never know, we might use that for something. There's 1, and here is 2. And then here is 3. Okay, I'm going to stick this in my tray of extra papers and things that we have that we can use. That's part of my workstation that I should be working on as we speak. Not as we speak, but as you watch this video, I should be working on that. And I'm gonna stick this with the papers that I can use. Okay, so I know for sure this is gonna go here. And I guess I could open it up. And then this is gonna go here. Like boom, boom. And then this is gonna go here. I'm just not sure if anything else is gonna go here. I don't know, I may leave it blank. I usually like to put like a fun pocket or something. I still may do that. So I'm not gonna add this just yet, but what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and ink all of these pieces up. I'm using archival ink and coffee. And I'm gonna be using the blending tool. And I'm just gonna go ahead and ink all 3 pieces up. Okay, so this is what we got so far, right? That's not too shabby. And then I wanted to show you really quick, let's see, what am I gonna use? The reason I chose the one that has like a little bit of a hint of the collage 2 background is because you're gonna see it from underneath. So I think I'm just gonna use this one here. And you can do it 2 ways. You can tear it or you can cut it. So I think I'm just gonna cut it. And just do a little wiggle wiggle. No big deal. So off camera, what I will do, probably before next time, is I will probably cut all of these out just so they're ready to go. I may not like assemble them, but I will cut them all out. But I'm not gonna do that on camera. So I'm just gonna cut these out. Oops, got a little crooked there, but again, it's not gonna matter. Got a little white edge there. So I'm gonna set these aside until I can get them cut up. And let me grab, I need a, excuse me lights, excuse me, where is my, I have like a little mini, hang on, I'm gonna have to find it, shoot. Okay. I had to get a new one. I don't know what I did with my old one. This is just like a little mini craft mat thing. But I will tell you, for whatever reason, it seems like it's kind of expensive. So you can just get a big one if you want and cut it down to a smaller size. That way you don't have to mess with such a big one every time. But I'm not even scoring this. I'm just folding it and folding it with my fingers. I don't know what's wrong with me, you guys. It's like I'm in La La Land. La La. Okay, so it folds up that easy, but before we glue it together, I'm gonna add some ink to the back side. So I'm just gonna get my archival ink back out. Just gonna add some. I could have printed on the back side of this, but I didn't want to because you kind of cover up the whole thing, most of it, so it would just be kind of a waste of ink to me. So I'm gonna ink the edges. I'm gonna ink some of the edges, and then I'm gonna glue it together, and then I'll ink the rest of the edges. So I'm gonna run a little bit of glue. This is art glitter glue. Art glitter glue. Put a little glue on that flap, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glue over here. Make sure I didn't get underneath there. Close that up like that. Then I'm going to put some down here on the bottom. Okay. I get asked about my little pen that's going in my glue almost every video. I have a link down below friend of mine makes them, and she's on Etsy, so I will link her down below if you want to check them out. Now I'm going to go through and ink the edges. All the way around. So what's really cool about having that, just that little hint of, oops, sorry you guys, hang on, my light moved. That little hint of something, right? Instead of it just being plain glassine, it just looks pretty cool in my mind. Okay, so my thought was we would have this here, and maybe some flowers. Oh, we're going to be using a new die. Yes, okay. This is a new, this is a new die from Sizzix and Tim Holtz, and it's a crocheted, it's called crochet trim or something like that. It's just called crochet. And I liked it because there's two different sizes. So there's a large and there's a small. So there's 4 dies. I will have this linked in my Amazon list, and I'll have it linked down below specifically for other places too. There's 4 dies, right? 2 small and 2 large. But what I liked about it is the 2 sizes, and it also kind of rivals this LDRS die that we bought a long time ago when we were working on the Everlasting. I don't know if this one's still available or not, but if it is, or if you do have this one, you can use this one instead of getting this one. But anyway, so it's the same kind of idea, except his has 2 different sizes and 2 different styles. So if you already have this one, feel free to go ahead and use this one. It will work just fine. Okay, so what I was thinking is I wanted to use this die here, the 2 different sizes of that die, of that same, you know, the same style. So we'll see. We're going to do an experiment. So what I'm going to do is I've printed off some of my shades of color. This is number 22 and number 15. I'm going to trim some pieces off, and we're going to cut 2 of each one, I believe. So let me get my paper trimmer back out. So I just printed it onto cardstock. So basically I'm just going to take this white edge off, and I'm just going to, no, I need 2. So I'm just going to take a chunk. Also with Tim Holtz dies, you can do a continual piece of trim. So however long you can get your piece of paper, you can just cut it and then scoot it down, cut it again. It doesn't cut the edges off, which is super cool. So I think I'm going to do the bigger one in the wine color. Okay, this is a Sizzix Big Shot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to back this out. So I'm going to take and place that piece of paper on there. I'm going to place this on here. I am going to be cutting 2, so I'm not really concerned about where I placed it. I'm just trying not to be wasteful, I guess. I'm going to put the second pad on. And then run it through. Whoop, and then run it back. Right, so I cut 1. Here, let me see if I can show you. See, it didn't cut all the way through. So you're supposed to take your scissors and snip, snip, right? But you could keep going, which is super cool. There's a ton of little pieces, which is fine. It's totally fine. So I'm just going to stick that on here. It just makes a mess. That's about all. And I'm going to run this through. Crank, crank, crank. Run it back. My floor is going to be covered in those little pieces. I'm just tapping it over my garbage bag here. That's all I'm doing. Okay, but before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 of these smaller pieces. Same way. Okay, so now I've got them both cut out. Ooh, I got super close on that one. So I'm just going to take my scissors. I'm just going to cut right at the end there because they're a little bit long anyway for the width of this project. So I'm going to be trimming them down anyway, but anyways. So now we've got 2 of those, and then we're going to be keeping our scraps because you never know. And we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to just trim the ends. Oops, didn't do a very good job on that one. Trim the end, trim the end. Right, even that kind of looks kind of neat. Doesn't it look kind of neat? I don't know how well you can see it. I'm having a hard time adjusting with the monitor and the white background, or the white-ish background. I don't know if I like it still. Okay, then I'm going to take my little Sizzix foam pad thing and whatever this is called, this brush, and I'm going to try to get all those little tiny pieces. I heard somebody say, I don't know if it's true or not because I haven't heard actual Tim Holtz or Sizzix say it, that you needed a special plate for these, but I don't know if that's true or not. So I'm just, since I have this tool, I'm just going to use it. Something about it cuts it cleaner or something. I don't know. But either way, I'm going to use this. So, and if we don't get every little nook and cranny, I'm not going to cry about it. All right, let's bring my project back. So here's, right, so I'm thinking that. Thinking something like this. Just kind of like this layered kind of look. Maybe something like this, right? And we're going to have a tag, so we'll have to figure that out. And then these 2 will be for the back side. And then flowers. Okay. Let me scooch everything out of the way again. All right, I'm going to grab my flower tray. So there is a video where I told you guys most of the things we were going to be using, and both of these flower packs were in there. Oh no, wrong tray. That's, ooh, you know what I should do? I should get my ephemera out too. Oh, let's take a minute, shall we? This is for flowers. And I'm gonna dump both packs of flowers in here. I mean, I'm gonna be honest right straight away. Oh, look it, there's another one of the vellum pieces. I love that. These are too thick for this size album. So I think I'm gonna take these 3 large thick ones and put them back in the bag. I don't think we're gonna be using them, so I'm not gonna have them in the way. So I'm just gonna, I think, we're just gonna leave those in their package. And except we're gonna keep that out. And then let's dump some of these. These are like little teeny tiny flowers. So I will try to link that video above. And there's also a vellum sheet. You never know. Oh, those are different sizes. Perfect. You never know. I mean, I'll link above that video where I showed you all the different things. You never know when you might need a little bitty flower. I'll link it. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. I will link up here that video where I show you the different flowers and stuff, the different components. Okay, so there's the flowers. Aren't those so cute? So I'm going to stick these, I think, with, or should I stick them with the ephemera? Now let's stick them with the paper that we can use. There's another tray. So I did end up purchasing both packs of ephemera. So let's go ahead and get these open and let's dump them out so that we have them available to us and we can look through them. So maybe we want to add something on the cover, maybe not. Either way, we have the option. And try to keep everything right side up. Right, so there's all kinds of prettiness in here. Ooh, look at that. That is beautiful. I like it. Okay. All right. Since the cover's see-through, we have to kind of be careful. Okay, so we've got those two. Then I also got these. These are, let's see, what else do I got? What else do I got? These are chipboard stickers. I'm just going to take them out of their package. I don't think I'm going to use them on the cover because it's see-through, but plus I'm not really digging this huge border that are around every single image. I liked it closer to the image, so I don't know about that. Like this one, there's no white. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. Anyway, okay, so I've got these ready to go. Put those back up here. Also, do you remember from the last album, I had got the Distress Oxide sprays, and I had sprayed the photo corners. I will link that video up here too if I can. I don't know, I might have run out of clickable links, but I'll have it linked down below as well. And the hole reinforcements, believe it or not, I think that this color that the walnut stain turns, I think is a perfect match for what we're doing. And then this one I think is the vintage photo. So they look really pretty. Check that out. So the photo quarters too, I really like these things. I think it might be kind of cute. What if we had, we just had one on the corner of that? That might be super cute. Okay, so I'm gonna keep those out, and I'm gonna have these close by, but I just wanted to tell you that's where these are from the last video. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna use embellishment, but you never know, we might need something. But I do think I'm going to use a flower. So let me bring these back over here. Right, so we're going to have these kind of layered. Boop. I don't know, should we ink them? Let's see what they look like if we just barely hit them with just a little bit of ink. Because like this soft green color, you can't hardly see it. It almost looks white. Even on white, it almost looks white. Just give it a little something. Oops. Alright, so that's going to go there. And then I'm thinking this could even maybe go, we could maybe even try to get it to go underneath that torn edge. That might be kind of cool. And then, oh, I guess it doesn't matter. You're not really going to be able to see it. If we do both layers, you're not really going to be able to see. Right, and then having this like here would be cool. I know we're covering up most of our pretty trim, but you'll be able to see it from the back side as well. But right, then we could do like a flower. That one might be too soft. This one, how about this one? Maybe up here. Or we could have one of these. These have like the little diamonds on them. They're so cute. Right, you know I got to do everything in threes. I can't just, or fives. Threes or fives. Right, and what if we put like a photo corner on ooh, we can't do, but I guess we could. No, we can't do both. Just the one. I mean, it won't be removable. I'm just kind of brainstorming out loud, in case you guys are wondering. But that's cute, and then we can have like a tag. Okay. You know what? I think we're just going to go ahead and commit. I think is what we're going to do. We're going to move these two out of the way for right now, because I'm not going to add those yet. But I am going to go ahead and add these. I'm going to try to center it. What happens if I don't center it? No, see that it's not even. So I'm going to try to center it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take some our glitter glue. Just going to run a bit along this edge, just along this edge, right there. And then I'm going to try to center this. That's not center. That doesn't look too bad. Center it like that. Is it crooked? It might be crooked. Okay, and then do we want to use the second one? So what if we put that there and then one on top of there? No, let's go ahead and build them up here. Same thing. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down this edge. I'm going to try to center this one. Right, it'll dry clear so it won't look too weird. And then this can go over top, so I'm going to go ahead and put glue all the way around there. Right, like that. I just need to decide, do I want this down lower? This kind of thing or something. I still like the idea. Let me cut one away. What if we just did the corner? Because I want to see what it looks like. Oops, wrong corner. Whoop. And since we've made them in the last video, right, might as well use them. I'm going to. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue just on the corner here, in the front and the back. And I'm going to try to slide this. There we go. I opened it up just a little bit. Slide that in there like that. So it is sticky on the back side, but we're going to be gluing it down, so it's not going to matter. Alright, I'm only going to glue this bottom corner just a little bit because you're going to be able to see it on the other side. So I'm just going to commit. I'm going to come up a little bit, maybe try to get more in the middle. So this is what we got on this side, right? So we're going to put that same trim over top of that, so you're not going to see that. In fact, just so we are looking at it a little bit more like it should be. Let's go ahead and trim this off like that. Okay, so I think before I glue the flower embellishments down, I mean, that's looking super cute. We need the tag for here. Because I think, you know, once we make that decision, you know, we're good to go. Okay, so the possible inserts for the tags are 4 and 5 on pages 15 and 19. And then also the instat. So you got a whole sheet of the instat. These are the perfect sized instat photos for this mini album. I included them mainly because, I'm not gonna lie, I included this whole sheet because of the Christmas album that we made. Let me show you. The Santa baby one that we created, I included that instat because it fits perfectly on a little half page. Okay, anyway, that's why that was included in this set and only one size. So I was thinking about doing the instep, but then I decided to do the tag. I want to do, I did page 19. I printed off page 19 onto white cardstock, but I printed off the ledger background. So it looks like that, okay? So I am going to, I'm going to go ahead and grab the mat, because I think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to grab the mat for that. And I think that's all we need. I think. So, I keep bumping into that. So I'm just going to cut this tag. Let me go ahead. I'll cut them both out since they're right next to each other. They're both the same size. What's really cool about these two tags is this little pocket right here will fit on one of those tags, or both of those tags. So we'll use one of these tags for the cover insert, and we'll use the other as the little tag pocket. So that'd be cute. Okay. All right, and then I will cut these out probably. I don't know if I'll cut these out because I want to make sure you know that this is page 19. So I may not cut that out. Not like the little mini glassine bag ones. We'll see. But it's over here, my stuff that I can use. So either way, it's there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I made something else, you guys. I made, just like my little ink stand, this little ink stand is just an element in the new the new crafty cubby thingy that I'm working on, workstation. I still haven't come up with a name. So this is just another one of those elements that is perfect for my little garbage bowl. Here is my other garbage bowl, just so you can kind of see. This is the one I always use, and so I made me a matching one for my ink too. I just thought it was just super precious. Anyways, okay. Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done, Jen. Okay. Boy, I get sidetracked. It's like a squirrel. Okay, and so I'm gonna go ahead, notch that out, and I'm gonna stick this over here. So this would be cute, right? Well, it's gonna be on the other side because we're gonna mat the other side. So I was thinking about matting it with the same color or the same cardstock that we used so far in the cover. But then I also got to thinking, well, what about, we also have, are these big enough? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we also have the 3x4 cards, which, oh my gosh, is that not precious? Ooh, I like that. What would that look like? That might be super pretty. So we've got, you know, the 3x4 cards, and we've got the 4x6 cards. But I may have just made my decision. Let me go ahead and just pull that, and they're kind of plain on one side. But these are perfect for inserts, like quick little inserts. These are great for that. That's why I went ahead and included them in with the supplies that we were going to use. I like that one. I think we're going to do that. Okay, all right. So now I just need to carefully place it where I'm going to get the image that I want. All right, so this is the mat for this little tag. Whoops. And I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, pressing too hard. I'm just going to go ahead and trace this out. Right. So cute. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'll need my tripod. You know, you guys probably don't have to work with a tripod, but by golly, it makes it tough sometimes, my tripod. Okay. So I could try to keep these pieces. I don't dump my garbage bowl until I'm done with my project. So if I need those pieces, they're right there. So that, oh my gosh, yes please. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ink these up. Oh, also with my little tray here, I had to add some fun foam underneath this pad because it's not as thick as the, I'm trying to grab it here. It's not as thick as these Distress Oxides. So my fingernails were getting in the way and I couldn't get it to grab it. So I had to lift this one up just a little bit, in case you're wondering what that's about. That's what that's about. I'm just gonna take off that white edge because it's pretty dark. You're not gonna see anyway. And then I'm gonna go ahead and ink this front and back. Even though it's already inked on this side. Okay, so, oh my god, that is so cute. It's so cute. All right, I'm going to go ahead and glue it down with my art glitter glue. See, that's one thing about my templates is you can use them as traceable template. You don't always have to print everything out. Like, you could have printed the mats for these onto a piece of pattern paper, but I just wanted the one little thing, you know, just the one little tag. So it was just easier to trace it out versus print. Okay, so do I want the tag to go this way? Because the color will be peeking out. Ooh, should I use the matching, let me put this up. The hoe reinforcement. Oh. I already had some hoe reinforcements made, so this is also in the video, the different colors that we made. Let's see if any of these suit it better. Let's see. Ooh, that kind of matches that color directly. Not really. I'm kind of digging it. Or we can just use brown. I guess we don't have to use the green one, but you can't really see it. There's one that's just walnut stain, or is this one? I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look. You can always do that. I think I'm going to use this one, the Distress Oxide one. I don't have to put these back in this baggie now that I'm using it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this out, and I'm going to try to find my center, which I really stink at. I'm going to try, like I said, and then I'm going to punch that hole. And then on this side, do I want to use the same thing? I can. Or I can use one of these other ones. No, let's see. How about one of these? Or we can just do the brown. Or we can just do the, let's just do the same. Let's just do the same. Let's just do the same. I'm just going to do the same. Alright, I have not, like, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah. I did not pick a seam binding for this album. Shoot. I guess we don't need a seam binding. We can use twine, and we can use, like, cotton baker's twine. Baker's thread. What is this called? Baker's twine? We can use like the twine that we used in the last one that looks like this, and we can use that. I think let's do that. Let's see how that goes. I mean, we don't have to use anything. That's way too big a piece. Way too big. I probably just need half of that. What if I doubled it up? How cool would that look? Probably not. It'd probably be very annoying. Let's not double it up. Okay, so I'm going to stick it through like that. kind of like them being like different lengths. So then it goes in like that. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so now we need to balance this out since that is so dark. Although we could, if we wanted to, we could have it this way. No, let's do the dark. I just love that. All right, so now we need to balance that out. So let me move these things. And pull my flowers back over here. Those are the other pieces. Let's not get confused. So we could, if we wanted, we could add more, because I feel like this gave us the liberty to add more color. Does that make sense? I don't know if it does or not, but we're going to see what it looks like. Oh, I glued that down, so I think it might be kind of cute. Right, and then maybe put a green one up under there. How does that look? Huh. I kind of like it, you guys. Well, that was easier than I thought. Okay. Oh, you know what we don't have? We don't have like a title in here. Like a thing, like a... Oh. Huh. Let me think about that. I'll be back. Okay, I've been looking through all the different little die cuts and things, and there's a lot of little words, but I think we're going to go with this one that says flower lover. It's just this little bitty little guy. It just says flower lover, and it just, I've added more flowers. I haven't glued anything down. I just feel like it adds a little bit more of a finished look, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab my glue. This is the Fabri-Tac, and I think I took a picture of it, you guys, because I'm just saying I'm like the world's worst at trying to remember. Once I move everything, it's done, you know? Okay, so I'm going to move things, and then we're going to glue them down. Okay. Okay, let's see. And then we're going to glue the word, I think, over top. So the first thing I'm going to glue down is this big old flower. Oops. May have zoomed in just a little much. And let's start here. And then this other big old flower, big old burgundy one. And then I've got this pretty white flower. The glue is erupting. White-ish, it's not white. I shouldn't say white flower, it's not white. And then let's tuck some of these little tiny ones behind here. So one right here maybe. And then oops, a green one. Plus I felt like the color, the amount of each color was kind of off. Let me go underneath like that. I'm thinking this needs to scooch. Maybe not that far. Jeez. There we go. And then on down here, let's add a little bit underneath there. It's really just to have the balance of color, more so than anything. Plus it's pretty. And then maybe this can go. That's not what my photo shows, but that's what we're doing. And then the screen one. Maybe something like that. Maybe something like that. Yeah? Okay, so then this guy can literally go right on top, like that. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm thinking we're doing anyways. Put a good helping of fiber attack. I don't know why I feel like this flower is not even close to being glued down. Put it at an angle, a cattywampus. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry for a second, and then we're gonna go ahead and add these on the other side, and then because they have to go there, they have to. So I'm gonna let this dry so that we can work on the back side, and I'm also gonna put a teeny dab of glue right there on that tag, just in case. This is so cute. I'm gonna need that. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I gave it a few minutes. We're gonna go ahead and go with it. So cute. All right, we're gonna go on the inside, and we're gonna do the same thing with the same trims that we put on the front. Actually, we're gonna put a line of glue because we're not sure. Why isn't that glued down? We're not sure what we're going to do on the inside here yet, but we do know we have to cover that up, or we have to match it, I guess is a better way to say it. I guess we don't have to. We don't have to do anything, I guess. Ooh, and that doesn't match up very well. You know what we should have done? We should have inked the back side of that. Okay. Where's my little thing? So now, you guys, I hope you watched it all the way through before you made. Ink the back side so that it's not stark white like that. Right? Because mine are stark white. Well, we're just going to have to go with it. So pretend like I inked that edge, the back side of that up. Pretend like I did that. Alright, we're going to do it again. It would look way better if I would have inked it up, but that's okay. Live and learn. And you know what else? It's not matching up perfectly. And I bet you it's because I don't know why actually. But it's not matching up 100% perfect, but that's okay. It does kind of add that sense of depth to it, so that's cool. And then I'm not even sure you can see this one through the other side. So we're just going to add that puppy right on there. So again, I don't know what we're doing on the inside just yet. So that's as far as we're going to go with that. We're going to trim that off. Trim those off and be done with it. Make those edges. Oops! Be careful when you're trimming. I notched right into it. It's okay. Right? And so now we got this side. It still looks super cool. And we got this side. So it definitely looks like it's got some depth to it. I really dig it. Okay, so we're going to save these two pieces for the next video, but I think it turned out really cute. It turned out just like I wanted it to be super awesome. And what do you guys think? Okay, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Be sure to join me in my next video, and there should be some videos on the screen that you might enjoy watching. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.